NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney!
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Yoder. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yoder. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Yoder. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down. On third down, Barkley. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Over!
On first and 10, Yoder steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Gun!
handoff to Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Yoder. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down. Yoder dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun. Yoder over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yoder. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back to throw. Yoder eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 62 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Set. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Yoder flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Gone! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Yoder, that is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
From the gun, Yoder. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They get it to him running left. Busts through the tackle. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Yoder buying time to his left. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
On first down, Yoder. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Yoder. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's able to put it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Boom.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Yoder. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Yoder. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Yoder. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Escaping the pressure right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mayfield. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Yoder, he's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, They'll fall to 1-1, and they'll be on the road now.